completely cleaned this gun, and the Magnum cylinder is back in there, but as you can see, she's totally locked up. Now, I had even checked the timing to see if it may have been off a little bit, but it's not off timing either, so I don't know. Like I say, it happens more so with the Magnum cylinder than it does with the stock cylinder. However, though, it does happen with the stock cylinder. So, okay, now we're working again. But as you've seen earlier, if I turn this enough, and after a few uses, there, it just locked up again. See it? No more clicking. And I really have to put pressure on it to make it work. And the hammer's froze. So, I think it's going to be time to retire this piece of shit and see what happens. I mean, I guess I can call Ruger and I'm sure they'll take it back and go through it, but would it be worth the time in sending it back and the expense as to what the repair may be? I think what I'll do is maybe I'll call them to see if they have any suggestions and see if they have some type of a flat rate plan. Now, I don't remember if Ruger offers discounts to instructors or not. I know a lot of the manufacturers do. What you call it, Will? F&N, yeah, Walther, Smith & Wesson. Glock does not. So Ruger may, I don't remember, to be honest with you. So I'm going to have to check into that. But first I'm going to look at it a few minutes more, because I hate defeat, but I'm not one to admit defeat if in fact it's going to be, because I am not going to waste my time trying to fix something that I may or may not be able to. So once I put a little time into it, I'm just going to say to hell with it, because my time is going to be worth more than what this gun is. So anyway, that's it, guys. Again, if anybody has any suggestions or ideas as to what it can be, or any ideas or suggestions as to what 22 revolver I should buy, both single / double action, something that's used to taking abuse, and give me some comments. Well, we're all set. The ammo's put away, the tips are red, the gun is working but it will not fire, so that's good. I just epoxied with some JB Weld the gate closed, and at that point I have a safe weapon for training. The firing pin has been removed, the tip is red, and that's going to be used as a training tool, an unoperable training tool, but yet it lets them feel and get the functions of it, as this. This is the Mosquito. Again, This has been a problem since day one. It's an expensive training tool. However, everything works. The hammer drop works. The slide release hold works. The safety works. And we have a magazine as well. So again, this gives the students the opportunity of holding on to a firearm without worrying about it, to take some of that fear away, because I find a lot of students, when you put a firearm in their hand, they automatically start shaking. So this will let them get used to them before I actually put a working firearm in their hand, and it'll get them used to working the mechanics, or as some call battery of arms, to see how everything works for them. So, with that being said, I think I am going to, I got to start making a birdhouse actually. So, if I don't get totally destroyed on my back, and so far I think I'm still speaking plainly. When I start mumbling, that means I've had a hard day and that it's time for me to give in. So at that point, let me see what I can do here and get this off the saw. The table saw is also part of my workbench because, as you see, oh, I'm recording. As you see, my workbenches are not really made for work. They're made to keep everything a disaster. So seeing that I can't work on the workbench, this is actually the only bench that I keep clean, which is the table saw. Anyway, guys, I'm going to pack all this in, and I got to start doing something with a birdhouse. The wife actually wants me to make a series of birdhouses with heat. Oh yes, oh yes. Hold on a minute. And I will give you an idea of what she's talking about. If I can find a working pencil or pen. What she wants me to do is have a base. That's supposed to be a straight line, by the way. And have little birdhouses on that. Almost like a birdhouse development. Alright. So, and she wants me to, if I can, to get some kind of heat. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to build the bottom piece using a piece of good, I think I got some, I don't know, 1/2 inch or better plywood over there. And then I'm going to line the under part of it with some aluminum sheeting that I have. And then at that point I can put little Christmas tree lights up under here, if I put these right. And then box it in with another lined sheet of aluminum, of plywood with aluminum sheathing. And then that way the lights, in theory, should heat up the aluminum enclosure, and heat rising should bring up a little bit of heat through the floor of each birdhouse. Yes, that's what we're thinking about. And then if that's the case, I'll put it on a timer, so it's not going to be running constantly. I'll let it run maybe 14, 15 hours a day or something through the evening hours. But we'll see what happens. So I'm going to try to see what I can accomplish and find out what size Christmas tree bulb is going to work without overheating and the amp drawer naturally. So that's where I'm going.